Hey guys, so I have something different for you. As you know, there's my bookcase and it's got like over 1,000 and something CDs. Well, I have over 3,500 and I have boxes full of CDs until I can find another place when I can get more bookcases and put them all on display. So I have boxes of them. I'm going to do one box and I'm going to go through it and I'm going to show you what's in this box so you get a sort of a thing of my music taste. It's got everything in here, so they're just all in there, not in order, they're just in there till I move, and then once I move, it'll painstakingly take me quite a while and actually go through all of this and put them in alphabetical. Plus I have a load of stuff which is in a pile, which is stuff like I've found in charity shops, I've bought off a friend, a couple of quid. I've been friends have given them me, and it's bands that I need to listen to and check out, that they said you need to check this out. So I've got a stack high of CDs of bands that I need to actually check out and listen to, give them a listen. So I've got loads in here, so I'm going to start with a few of them. I'll show you them all, but there's quite a few in here to go through. We have We Will Rise, Tungsten, Anders Johansson. Oh, my vinyl's gone south. Anders Johansson, ex-Hammerfall drummer. That's his band. I have both of the albums. Fantastic. Then we have Power Theory, Force of Will. Servants of Steel, which is Iron Sword. Great band. This one's Emotions, Excallion, so you pronounce it. Dancing with the Devil, Burning Witches. Great band, highly recommend giving them a listen. Then we have Best of the Blessed, which is the 2-disc Powerwolf, which is absolutely cool. This one's Euphonic Entropy, which is Diabolus and Musica. Great band, another band highly recommend. This one's Punching the Sky, which is Armored Saint. Then we have Evoke 2010 to 2020, Evoke 2, which is Audeus. Is it Audeus or Audios? I keep getting the name wrong with this band, but great Japanese power metal band. Then we have Forces of Luna, which is Visionatica. Viridian, Temperance. Let me put them back, then I'll show you the other ones. But that's so far some of my music taste, because I have a lot of stuff in here and I've got a right weird strange mix in music, as everybody knows. This one's The Mission, which is Royal Hunt. Then we have Sting in the Tail, which is Scorpions. Past to Present, 1970 to 1990, Toto. This album is self-titled, which is Oceans of Slumber. Then we have The Great Conspiracy. Fantastic singer, Niels Patrick Johansson. Civil War, and he's been in various other bands. The Hunter, Mastodon, great prog metal band. This one's Voice Lahom, I think it's pronounced. Dark Tribe. Hereafter, which is Majestica. Then we have, I'm not going to pronounce the name, but a guy at this gig, I was at Hammerfall, and it was the No Sacrifice No Victory tour back in 2009, and he told me to check them out, and I checked them out and bought one CD, loved them. I just need to listen to some more of their music and check more out of them and dig into them, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Mago Diaz. Italian folk, I believe it is. Then we have Hellfire, 1349, if you like your extreme metal. This one's Jubileum, I think it's pronounced, Volume 1, which is Bathory. The Singles Collection, Blue Oyster Cult. Z2, Devin Townsend. On the Night, Dire Straits. Origins Alluviate. If you like your folk, then obviously I'd highly recommend giving them a go. Let me get these rest of them out before my CDs don't fall out, because they're all going everywhere at the moment. Bear with me. Right. This one's Tulim Me Sky, I think it's pronounced that, and the EP. Moon Sorrow. That was actually given to me by a friend, said you might as well have it and check them out. I've been meaning to check them out, but it's been sitting there and I've got to listen to them, see what I think of them. This one's a Cold Winter Light, Sentenced, if you like your melodic metal. First and last and always for you goth rockers, Sisters of Mercy. This one's Ejected, which is Deja Vu. As you can see, I do need a case for it, but it's like £1, and when it said power metal, I thought I'd give that a listen and grab it, and it wasn't too bad, so I've got to get a proper case for it. Chapters, this is the best of CD with the DVD with promo videos of Amorphis. Then we have the Broadcast Archives of Anthrax, which is a 3-disc best of. Absolutely cool. I've listened to the gigs quite a few times and I actually really enjoyed them. Some people were like, it's from a various era of Anthrax, and I was like, I know it's from various different eras, and I was like, yeah, I actually like some of these because I've listened to quite a few of these, like on Airwaves of bands, and 99.9% of the ones that I've listened to, I've actually really enjoyed the quality of the audio, so I was happy to get that in my collection. Then we have Symphony of Shadows, Seven Thorns, absolutely fantastic band. Norseman, the last studio album of Storm Warrior, great, fantastic band. I've not been able to put this album down, absolutely fantastic. Then we have The God Machine, Steel Prophet, cool band. I've given this about several listens. I need to listen to it more, but did really enjoy this. This one's Preda the Verima Noki, I think it's pronounced. And that's Bron, if you like your black metal. Absolutely cool. That come out on Banger TV, so I thought I'd give that a I heard part of a song. Absolutely cool. This has only got 3 songs on it, which is a full album but 3 songs, and I think they're like 20-something minutes a song, so absolutely cool. This one's Spectral Devastation, Solicitor, if you like your thrash metal. I thought this was absolutely cool. Another one from Banger TV. Thanks to Banger TV, I've actually been the Metal Monthly. I've discovered that many bands thanks to them. So same as this one, Nightmare Logic. It's the same Riley. Is it Riley Gale? I think his name was pronounced. And that's Power Trip, Nightmare Logic. Great band. Post thrash, I believe they are. Then we have Pillars of Creation, Dendera, Ashley Edison, who's also the Power Quest vocalist. So that's cool. Right, let me just get the rest of these out. Rage of War, Fire Force, if you like your combat metal. This one's The Inheritance of Beauty, Winter Age, cool band. Conquered Land, Death Dealer. This is the name's just gone completely out of my head, but ex-Man of War, Rossabos. It's one of his projects. Absolutely, I had to get it because it was Rossabos, because that guy's a genius. Then we have Abyss, which is Unleash the Archers, their latest studio album. Do really enjoy that. Dragon Chaser, which is Advance, cool band. I remember I won a bid on eBay for them, and it was the entire back catalogue of Advance plus a load of other albums. I won a bid, so I thought I really want to check them out, and what I heard of I really enjoyed. So to get the whole back catalogue in one haul was good. 90% of their albums are fantastic. There's a couple that I thought it was okay, but the early stuff's obviously better. This one's Force Majeure, which is Doro Pesh. Got given this by a friend, so I thought I'd give it a listen. doesn't sound too bad. So I thought I really need to sit down and give that more of a listen. This one's Under the Smell of Chaos, which is Destinity. This came up on Amazon for pre-order. I did the thing with YouTube with a couple of songs, really enjoyed it, so I had to grab it. This one's Resolution, Lamb of God. This was traded off a friend for like £1 or something. I bought it off him, so I thought I'd actually give that a listen and check them out to see what I think. And I actually enjoyed what I heard of the band, so yeah, I was happy to get that one. What I've heard, so I need to listen to more of Lamb of God because I don't really know much about the band, but so far all the tracks that I've heard, I do really enjoy them. So it's not a band like, it's not my go-to genre like the American, as they call it, the new age of American heavy metal, which I said some of it's good, some of it's not really what my go-to, what I listen to a whole lot of. But if I want something completely different, and say I want to don't fancy listening to, say, the evening, I don't fancy listening to power metal or say symphonic or something, or my most played, then I'll stick something like that on and give that a listen. Bear with me, I'm just trying to fit these back in because they're it's not going in for some strange reason. There we go. Now for the next pile, this is going to be fun getting these out. There's some pretty good stuff in this. Well, obviously all of it's good, so I'll show you what's in this section. Ragnarok, TYR, seen these back in Sabaton when Sabaton was on the Heroes on tour. Absolutely cool, loved them from the get-go. I thought I really need to get these and get their stuff and give them a full listen. Really enjoyed them, so yep, happy to get them. This one was £1 off a car boot because they were selling a load of a guy was selling a load of CDs and I seen a load of black metal. I'm guessing they're black metal, and I bought about 6 of them that were in a pile ready to listen to and give them a listen. I think they're called Rexor, but I knew it was the extreme metal just from the artwork and whatnot, so I thought, yeah, I'll pick them out and add them to my collection and give them a listen to actually see what I think of them, because I thought I may discover a band I actually enjoy. Then we have Pride and Glory. That's Zakk Wylde, one of his solo stuff. Just haven't had the chance to get that sticker off. I've just used something to get it off without it sticking to the case, because I know I could peel it off and it would stick to the case. Something completely different. The very best of Bill Haley and the Comets. Actually like some rock and roll stuff, because obviously blues, blues and classical, if it weren't for blues and classical, there wouldn't be like rock and roll, there wouldn't be heavy metal or anything like that. This one's Burn My Eyes, Machine Head. Pretty good album. Then we have this one's Serenity. I can't read the rest of it, but Serenity in Darkness, I think it's called. Winterstorm, I've seen these about several times. I'm good friends with Wayne Taylor, which was the lead guitarist. Absolutely cool band. He's a very awesome guy. Live on the Edge of Forever, this one's Symphony X live release. I've listened to it a couple of times. Absolutely cool. Then we have The Serpent's Curse, which is Pythia. I've seen these once, really enjoyed them live, and so I had to get their stuff and give them a listen. Fintroll, the latest studio album by Fintroll, gave it 4 listens, really enjoyed it. I just need to give it a bit more of a listen and give it a bit more love, because it hasn't got as much love, because when you've got a stack of CDs to go through and some of them get more love than others. Then we have If You Have Ghost EP. I had a couple of these off a friend, so I checked them out and I thought I like what I've heard of Ghost, so I'm currently looking for their back catalogue and getting their stuff. Then we have Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, something completely different. I actually do like some of Bruce Springsteen's stuff. Brothers in Arms, Dire Straits, love Dire Straits. Mark Knopfler is a genius. Man in Black, they did a definitive collection. Obviously from that you should know Johnny Cash. I've got quite a few of his stuff, about 4 best ofs, and I've got about 8 studio albums. I just need to get the rest, and those got over think it's like 30 CD albums or something. Storm und Drand, Lamb of God. I need to actually sit down with them and give them more of a listen, so they was in a pile. Same as Five Finger Death Punch, which I had off a friend a few of the albums, are in a pile to actually sit down properly and give them a full listen. Alive, which is double DVD and CD, which is My Sugar. I've not listened to that one yet. That was another one that I had off him, so I have to give that one a listen. Collection of Queensryche. Seeing them at Bloodstock, absolutely awesome live, so would love to see them again if you like your American prog metal. This album is self-titled, Theatre of Tragedy. It's her name's gone straight out of my head. She's from she was in Liv Christie, that's her name. She was in Leaves' Eyes and then left Leaves' Eyes, and that was a band she was in before Leaves' Eyes, and I've already got the one album. It wasn't too bad. I thought it just in the pile because it needs more of a listen, so I can see if I can actually get into it, but I thought it sounded okay. This band I've never heard, but obviously I had it off the flatmate, so I thought I'd give it a listen. Mandy Lion, what a name for an album. The Gathering, I know hardly anything about them, but I thought it was £1, so I thought I'll have that off him, and if I like them, I like them. If not, I'll send them to a friend. So I'm always happy with recommendations. When people say I recommend this band, that band, I'm happy with the recommendations. So if they're cheap, I'll buy a couple of quid. If not, I'll just pass them on to friends if I don't like them. But I'm always happy to check out more bands and give them a listen. This one's Demonio, I think that's how you pronounce it. 1349, great band. Relapse in Time, which was the last studio album by Winterstorm before they've gone on hiatus. Not sure if they'll ever make a new album, but hopefully. Apex, Unleash the Archers, absolutely fantastic power metal band, Canadian. I've only seen them once, and I think it was a Rhapsody of Fire, or was it Orden Ogan, Rhapsody of Fire and Unleash the Archers in London. They were killer live. Happily would love to see these again. Letters from the Labyrinth, which is Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's the only album I've got. Great band. Checked them out. Really enjoyed them. Need to get some more of their stuff. And give them more of a full listen. Then we have Scream Bloody Gore for you death metal fans. Death. Great album. It's the only one I've got. I do need to dip more into their catalogue because I've got it on vinyl and CD. I loved it, so I've got to get the rest of their catalogue when I get the moment. This one's another one which is in a pile of bands to check out, and somebody should check them out. So I think it was like a charity shop, £1. But this Wolverine Blues, which is Entombed, so I will give them a listen and see what I think of them. So that's a good thing about having a stack of CDs when you've got loads of, say, ones that people have gave you unplayed and stuff that they're like, check these out and check this out, is so you've got a stack of CDs, a band you can check out to see what you actually think of them. Then we have this one's the Jimi Hendrix concerts, one CD. I think it's just a mixture of songs from various live, so it's basically like a live compilation. Love Jimi Hendrix, my all-time favourite guitarist ever. Jimi Hendrix, he wipes the floor with everything. Zakk Wylde, Randy Rhoads, Oscar Johnny, the lot. He's just absolutely fantastic. He died too young. This one is Comalize, Lacuna Coil. I don't mind some Lacuna Coil. There is a couple of tracks that I do like, so for like £1 I grabbed it, and it hasn't got much love off me, but it needs to have a bit more love. This one's in a pile, another one to actually sit down and give these a proper listen. This album's New American Gospel, which is another Lamb of God. These are off the flatmate. I think they're like £2 an album, and I said I'll grab them, I'll play them. If I don't like them, just pass them on to friends that will enjoy them. Pariah, Nagalfar. I do have this on vinyl. Absolutely fantastic. Managed to get it on vinyl. Great band if you like your extreme metal. Back to the Noose, Swashbuckle if you like pirate metal. I've just got to get a case because it's still got a bit of the stuff on, but they're obviously pirate metal, but it's not like Ailstorm, Lagerstein, Red Rum and that sort of thing, because these ones are more like death metal vocals. Did enjoy what I heard, a couple of tracks, so listened to the album, did enjoy it, but it needs to get a bit more love off me because it hasn't got as much love. Then we have Hel Tiwa, great album, highly recommend Tiwa. This is another one in a pile for a band that, you know, got it off the flatmate, and I thought I'd give them a listen. The Impossibility of Reason. Cavalera. I thought I'd check them out because I know they're around in, like, was it the 90s or 2000s? It was like Nino, Disturbed, Drowning Pool, that sort of era. So I thought, give them a listen. You never know, I may like them. Side by Side, which is the last studio album by Absolver. Absolutely cool. Seen them at Power Metal Crush Fest. They were great. Great live. Great band. Heart of Steel. Advance. Fantastic album. Another great power metal band. Then we have Paper Blood. Royal Hunt. That was another band when I'd won that haul of CDs and I got a load of Royal Hunt, which is it's just symphonic metal, but most people are like, no, they're prog. So I've listened to the albums quite a few times, really enjoyed them. 4, which is Foreigner. Love a bit of Foreigner. Bang, which this one I had off the flatmate, like £1, so it's in a pile to listen to, and Got Hard. I've heard like several songs of them. They're like, what I've heard of them, I just think they're the German version of Bon Jovi, John Bon Jovi, so, or Bon Jovi the band, so absolutely cool. This one, I thought it was a studio album because I do want to check them out, but it's a live one, so I haven't played it. So I've got to get around to listening to their studio albums, and if I like them, then obviously, you know, I'll get more of their stuff. But it's World War 3 Live 2003, which is KMFDM. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Kill Mother, you know, fucker die motherfucker or something. That's how the band's pronounced, as I was told. Alright, let me get the rest of these out and then I'll show you the rest of them before I end this video. There's a few in here, so it's going to be cool just to show you the rest of them. I will do some of the other boxes at a later date, but this is just a few of the bands that are in my collection, so you get a gist of what my music taste is, because my music taste is all over the shop. Oh, pardon me, but as everybody knows, I'm an immensely huge power metal fan, so I have a lot of power metal in my collection. Then we have, this is absolutely fantastic album, power metal band, Struggle of the Gods, Tales and Legends. Patrick Johansson. This is Patrick Selby. I'm not sure if he's changed his name because I heard he changed his name. The lead vocalist of Bloodbound. This is other band which is in this, which is absolutely cool. Absolutely love that album. I've not been able to stop playing it. Single, this one fitting Patty Russo, is Nothing Sacred. Double single CD. Meatloaf. I've got the entire Meatloaf back catalogue. I'm only missing, I know there's one album, all Meatloaf, but there's an album and it's Meatloaf Plus. I can't remember the artist, but it was before all his albums were Meatloaf, so it's the only one I'm currently missing. This one's in a pile to obviously check out to see what I actually think of them. It says I4 Constellation of Freedom, and that's God forbid. I know it's a new age of American heavy metal and I don't know much about them, but I thought I'll give it a listen, see what I think of it. Oh, compilation. I love these battle metal compilations because I've got quite a few which features a lot of power metal, so obviously right up my street and I have to get them in my collection. Then we have El Nino, Confession, absolutely my favourite El Nino album, How Can I Live. I've seen these like 4 times. I thought they was absolutely awesome back in the day. Now, do enjoy them. I don't listen to them as much now because there's that many bands that I'm into, and you know, I do go back to them at time to time, but I will not get rid of their studio albums. Epidemia, another El Nino album. I know the Christians left and there was a big argument with Christian and I'm trying to figure the drummer's name, but there's a big argument and now they're trying to take it to court to whoever gets the right for the name, which just thought was a bit pointless. This CD was actually free. When I bought some albums, I got it free in the post with these albums, so know nothing about them, but this is Bloodbath and it's Suicidal Angels, so it's a band in the pile to actually sit down and listen to, see what I think of them. Then we have Crazy Wolves, Scorpions. Seen them at Bloodstock, absolutely awesome live. This one is Roll the Bones, Rush. Pretty good album. Another God Forbid, Determination. So that's another one that we'll go into to listen to. This one I got free off a friend, and it's Steel Crusher, which is Hammer Cult, but that it's a jewel on it, and that artwork of $1,000,000,000 piqued my interest. Just needs, the case needs sorting because it's cracked, but I can easily get another case. But it's another band that just from that has piqued my interest, so I will sit down and give them a listen. Then we have, I'm not even going to pronounce the name because I'm not even sure what it says, because it actually, not sure. Bloodhouse Nord, one of their studio albums that was on the car boot, as when I bought a load of extreme metal CDs, this was in there. So the name seemed, and the artwork and whatnot, I thought, is that an extreme metal band? So I obviously grabbed it, and same as this one, the Hexen Ritual Satanum, I think it's pronounced. That was another one. There was all like, was it £1 each, a load of them? So I grabbed them all, and I thought I'll have all of them and then give them a listen and see what I think of them. Unbreakable, Primal Fear, great band. If you love Judas Priest, you obviously love these because they're like the German answer to Judas Priest. Final Countdown, Europe. Gotta love Europe. Final Countdown's an absolutely fantastic song. This one is The Burning Red, Machine Head. I've got that many albums in my collection that sometimes I do a lot. I forget what the album title's called and that sort of thing because I'm bad for it. One Nation Underground, El Nino. Loved that one. Still love it. Royal Opera, Best of Opera Tenors. Because obviously, as I've said, I do love my opera and classical. I just need a case because it's a bit tattered. But that was what I found at work. I just needed to replace the case. Another one to listen to, Wrath, see what I think of them. Another Lamb of God. I think I had about several Lamb of God off the flatmate, so I put them all in a pile to listen to. Same as these ones, as Five Finger Death Punch. I've got a few of them to listen to actually see what I think of them. This one's Nagaroth. I'm not sure, is it Rastuka? This was off the car boot as well. I'm not sure, thought I'd give them a listen. Then we have The Wings of War, Overkill. Biomechanicals, Metalite. I was meant to see them, but obviously COVID hit and it was cancelled. Absolutely fantastic power metal band. Ordo Ad Kale, I think that's pronounced. Mayhem. Love a bit of Mayhem. The Ultimate Blues Collection, because as I said, I do quite like some blues. The Nuclear Blast recordings of Therian, where you get like 5 of their releases on one box set, which is cool. The Thrill of It All, Thunder. I do like a bit of Thunder, what I've heard, so I've got 2 of their albums. They will come from CX, I thought I'd grab them and give them more of a listen. Sacred Land, Iced Earth, highly recommend them, great band. If they're from the US, I believe they're from Canada. I think they are, but what I've heard of them, I do really enjoy. I've got that, and I've got one of their other albums on cassette, because it come up on eBay for like £2, that's how or something like that, so that's how I checked them out. Resist Within Temptation, can't get into this album. It's the last studio album, because I've gone in a more like electronic direction. Just can't get into it. Listen to it umpteen times. Went on this tour, just physically, just literally can't get into the album. I will keep giving it more of a listen to actually see if I can get into this more. This one is Power of the Black Heart, Marco, how do you pronounce his name? Hayatala, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Ex bass player of Nightwish, because he stepped down for Nightwish, so that's his solo album. Terminal Velocity, John Petrucci, great album. Point Blank, Nail Bomb, found out on a car boot, 10p, snapped it up like a shot, obviously, Max Cavalera. This one is Violent Demise, Body Count. I've actually listened to 1 or 2 songs, don't mind it, so I thought I'd give the album a full listen, not too bad. Yes, Friends and Relatives, it's more like a best of, but I do like Yes. I do like some of their stuff, what I've heard. So I've been getting their stuff and listening to more of them. Zero Gravity, Rebirth and Evolution, Thrill/Leon Rhapsody. They went in more of a sci-fi direction with this one and doesn't sound too bad. Did enjoy it, but I do, obviously I prefer the Rhapsody stuff and the Rhapsody of Fire. Best of Camelot, 2-disc digipack best of. This, Victory Songs and Cypher them. Not seen them live yet, would love to see them. Great band. This is another band to sit and listen to that I bought off the flat rate for like £1, which is a guessing game, which is Cathedral. Don't really know much about them, so I'm happily going to give them a proper listen. This one's FOAD, Dark Throne, if you like your extreme metal. I think you'd love that album. Firelight, Blackguard, bought that off Amazon for like £1, thinking they were power metal. Wasn't power metal. Mightily surprised by them. Did enjoy it. I did just need a bit more love off me. Echoes of War by Majestica. Another cool band. This one I bought the haul and this came with it and thought I'll give them a listen and see what I think. Beer Bear. Really don't know much about them. Couldn't find much online about them, so give them a listen at some point. Battle Law. Another great band. Super Hits, Alice Cooper. Just needs a new case because this one's falling to pieces, but I will at some point get some new cases. Jimi Hendrix live at Woodstock. Another Lamb of God. So I've got a few Lamb of God to go through and see what I think of those. Unleash Memories, Lacuna Coil. Humanicide. Is that how you pronounce it? The last studio, I think it's the last one by Death Angel. I did really enjoy this. Come out in 2019. I did really enjoy it, so hopefully can't wait for the next stuff to see what they've bring out. Walls of Avalon. Listened to this album twice. Wasn't too bad. I just thought it just needs a bit more of love and get into it. Leviathan, Therian. Great band, great album. I did really enjoy this album. Obviously Leviathan and Eye of Algol, I think it's pronounced. They're my two favourite standout tracks off that album. The very best of Sting and the Police. I do love the Police. The Age of Nero, Satyricon, digipack version with the extra disc. I love the extra disc and that sort of stuff. Live in Carthage, I think it is. My Wraith, if you like, as people said, they've said to me it's Oriental metal, so I don't mind. I think they're more like proggy, but I do really enjoy it. Infected Nations, Evil. Actually seen them at Bloodstock. Great band to see live. Leave a Scar, the latest studio on by D. Snyder. Played it several times recently. Just did an unboxing video on it. Did really enjoy that. This one is Divine Ascension, The Uncovering. Cost me like £1. Listened to it. Wasn't too bad. I thought needs a bit more of a love. Listened to it several times over. I have really enjoyed that album. Part 1, Blood Red Sky, EP from Dendera. Obviously Ashley Edison, Power Quest. Then we have Relentless Reckless Forever, which is Children Bodum. Rest in peace Alexi Leho, because it's a shame he passed away. Very shame. The Empire of the Wolves, Biomechanical. This is something like cost me 50p. Listened to it twice. I thought it was okay. Just needs to give it a full listen to see what I think of it. If not, I'll just pass it on to some friends. Then this one is Feeling Your Enemy at Advance. So yeah, that's been my I've got a few more there to go through. I actually thought that was the end, but I've got a stack here. There's only a few more to show you. Hopefully the video is not too long for you. Character, Dark Tranquility, if you like your mellow death. Russian Roulette, Accept. Fantastic band, seen them live, love them. Udo's a legend. Metal Heart is obviously my favourite Accept album / song. This one's Legacy of the Catacombs, which is Nile, another one off my flatmate, which is in a pile to actually listen to see what I think of them. Out of the Dark, Mayhem. It looked like I have a second copy of this one. So I'm going to have to go through this box and get that other one, and I'll just hand it to a friend that hasn't got them. The Tokyo Showdown, live in Japan 2000. In Flames, another great melodeath. The Last Studio by Foo Fighters, Medicine at Midnight. Did really enjoy this album. Some people didn't enjoy it and said that it was terrible, but I actually really enjoyed the album. My Cantale, if that's how you pronounce it, Amorphis single. Was it more of an EP? Then we have Vienna Master Series, and this is more classical. And operas, I love classical / opera. Reflections of Summer, 1 hour of World of Classics, more classical. Then we have Gregorian Chant, classical FM. Halts the Planets, and El Nino Revolution Renaissance. So hopefully this video hasn't been on too long, but that's some of the stuff in my collection. As everybody knows, I've got a strange mix in my collection, but they know I'm a massive power metal / symphonic metal fan, but I do have everything in my collection, so I'll listen to it all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would go through the rest of the boxes, but that's going to take like 30... that would take days to go through all them videos. So at some point when I find my place, I will do a video on my CD collection. It will be spread over several parts. It will have to be, just so you can see what I have in my collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I've got a load of unboxing videos and latest haul videos coming up. So I'll see you in the next video. So take care and stay safe.